All right, we are live, Gavin. It's the Wednesday morning tournament. Welcome, my friend. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Belated Happy New Year to everybody. Welcome to
Absolutely.
the new year. You had a week without me
We
to
shipped a victory though. We were like 70 something percent last week, so we
all
we
right.
were we were doing well. But you would have been proud of us last week. But welcome
Okay.
back. We love having our ace in the in our game here for
Was it
sure.
was it last year that we had our worst game of the year, the first week of the year?
I
One
think
one
maybe
year
it was
recently
just
we
a
had
stinker.
like
It was like
just a joke
40%.
of yeah. So I'm glad you broke the 2023 bubble with a good game.
Yeah,
It means
exactly.
hopefully good things for the year.
Yeah. Well, couple of housekeeping things, folks. We have a new kind of bridge club here in West Palm, and both of us are going to try to play there on Wednesdays, and also I'm going to start my Wednesday class anyway. So we're going to start a little earlier from this point forward. We're going to start at 10 a.m. now, and I'll update that every week for you guys, but a little bit earlier each week. So set your clocks back 15 minutes and join us for Wednesdays at 10 a.m. rather than 10:15, and we'll get an earlier start to the day. And that's just for our schedules, and maybe it's a rounder time now as
Well,
well.
sorry for the West Coasters.
Yeah,
And
exactly. It's a little early for the West Coasters, but I mean probably a little bit better for people from Istanbul as well. So welcome from all across the world, folks. And it looks like an interesting first hand here, Gavin.
Yeah, we got a good hand. We got a nice
Really
hand. I mean,
nice.
it's only 14, but good playing strength. If partner has a spade for a fit for us, particularly a nine card spade fit, we'll be in business.
Yeah. Well, also well, okay. I was gonna say we had a lot of things that could go well for us, but here we are: one spade pass, one no trump pass. How do we handle this one?
So, but if we had four hearts, if we had two suits and one of them was hearts, we would always bid the hearts. When you have clubs and diamonds, it's a little different. So the robots. So normally you in these auctions, you're never really going to get a good chance to bid all three of your suits.
Right.
So in general, the mentality would be to bid two clubs because that leaves room for partner to maybe bid two diamonds or to maybe bid two hearts. And well, we don't want them to bid two hearts, but at least if we
Yeah.
bid two diamonds, it's gonna make it harder for partner to bid clubs. But if we bid clubs, it'll make it a little easier for partner to bid diamonds. Problem is we don't want a club lead. Our diamonds are better, so I can definitely understand going either route. Like we might just pretend our clubs are a three card suit and just bid two diamonds. I think I'm okay with that too. There's not. It's kind of a crapshoot. Whatever we hit
Yeah.
partner with, in a weird way, we almost hope we're gonna hit partner with shortness in our suit that we bid because we'd rather play spades, right? We
Yeah, because
don't
then we
really
get the
want to
correct
play
hearts to
spades.
spades, right? If it goes two clubs and they bid two hearts, we bid two spades. Here is that what we're planning?
It feels like we can't really leave partner in hearts. Although I don't know, I said that what we want to play in spades, but these hands, if they can make us rough, this isn't going to be
Yeah, it
that
could be.
comfortable to play in a five
Sure.
card spade too. I like let's bid diamonds. Let's bid diamond our
Okay.
better suit. I mean, it's kind of random, and
Here
now
it is.
partners bid two hearts. We're not strong enough to bid three clubs. I just want to make this clear that
Right.
that
That in
bidding
fact,
three
let's
clubs would
mouse
be.
over that. That's a big hand here.
I have a feeling that mousing over two spades is also going to show a
No,
big
no,
big
it's
hand.
it's
Oh
eh,
no.
it's a little bit more than our minimum, but whatever. That's what we have.
So should we? How good our partner? So partner doesn't have a good enough heart suit to open a week two bid.
Hmm.
So we're not looking at partner having like
And
seven
partner can
hearts.
frequently have five cards here, so
Well,
not.
so we can't. Yeah, we can't really leave partner in a
Yeah.
5-0 or 6-0 fit. I feel like we bid two spades. This is a bit of a fib.
Ugh. I mean, I don't know if
Uh,
that's bad, but if
well, it's
partner has
bad.
hard
It's got to
cards,
be
it's really
bad. I
bad.
mean, it's
We
not
want their
good.
points to be in clubs, basically.
Yeah,
That's all
they
I'm
had just a
saying.
normal three heart opener, but
Yeah.
okay. We are
Well, I mean,
in
I've
five spade tricks. A club is six, a
yeah, a
diamond is
couple
seven,
times
and
we
a
just
diamond rough is eight. They did great to lead a trump.
yeah, it's
Um,
an amazing lead for them because we our best line is obviously to just rough as many diamonds as possible, and now we can only rough one. I mean, the only thing we have to hope for is we play a low heart and they hop up with the ace or something.
so, well, I'm thinking about that. That's really like the thought. So we're gonna definitely take a diamond rough and dummy. We can
Yeah,
start by popping up with the nine of spades, and then take a diamond, and then but before you take a diamond rough,
yeah,
let's okay, we didn't have the luxury, so now
yeah,
we can win the spade and play. We have to go ace of diamonds and a
yeah.
diamond rough.
Clear.
Okay. So now we're up to five spades in our hand, a six one in dummy, and two aces is eight. So now we have two ways forward for this over trick, right? We can play a low heart and hope that they pop up with the ace, or we can actually just play for like a natural over trick. If we play ace of clubs and a club, then they're going to win the club. They're going to play their diamonds, and eventually we're going to rough something and draw trumps and hopefully lead a club. And if the clubs are 3-3 and the spades are 3-3, we're going to need spades being 3-3 because we won't be able to enjoy that club. Well, then we will get a club trick. So the question is it better to play for clubs 3-3 plus spades 3-3, or is it better for us to just play a low heart and hope they pop up with the ace, thinking we have a singleton queen of hearts?
That seems less likely. But
you think them popping with the ace?
I mean, they do it often enough, though. That's the problem. But they have to have the ace and not the queen, obviously.
So I'm not a math major when it comes to bridge, but I'm pretty sure a 3-3 break is somewhere around, what is it, 30, 36 or 38?
38 or something like that.
So
someone in
the
chat will be better at that than both.
Yes, but so a third of that is about 12%, whatever we want to call it. So that's about a 12% line playing ace of clubs in a club for that ninth trick. 12% to go at the time we're going to get out for down one by playing it that way. Alternatively, we can try that heart if we think so. Half the time the ace of hearts is going to be on our right. So it's only half the time that they might pop,
and it has to be the ace without the queen. Right, because they'll
play the queen for sure. Yeah,
and
that's 25%, and they have to do it.
And they have to actually do it. Right,
that doesn't seem likely. I feel like we
agree. I think
we got to go for the 3-3 clubs and the 3-3. So ace of clubs and a club, and it'll.
The queen means nothing, by the way.
No, queen and then 9 is weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so the diamonds were 4-4. The clubs were 4-2. Okay, it doesn't really matter now. Okay.
Draw some trump.
Yeah, they get that club at the end. I don't know if it was going to matter, but let's see where the ace of hearts was. I hope we don't look at the hand records and see that somebody did pop up with the aces. They did have the ace without the queen.
They did not have the queen. So let's see. Let's find out. All right, here's our results stream here, and all right. So I guess let's look at the 4 spades down one.
Down one. So they. Queen of diamonds lead. No, they got the queen of diamonds lead because they bid 2 clubs.
Yep. Okay.
So
let's see.
That was kind of a random.
This is a spade. Okay, this is the better.
That's three. Here. That's 3 spades down one though.
Oh, so that's the same as us. This one here. Interesting choice.
4 spade opener. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No one.
No. So nobody got out for down one and 4 spades. That nobody got out for down one on a spade lead.
Yep.
Okay. So all right. So. We don't know if somebody actually tried the heart, but we'll never know.
All right, so we are back here.
So we had 6 people do better than us in that,
and we can dial them in if we're still behind on the next one here. But
wait, how did they stop in 3 spades? Is that also a 2 club issue?
No, well, that's bizarre.
They opened a club.
They just redid spades as well.
Okay, yeah. You know what?
What, I don't think you can rebid spades in this hand. And it's just too. You might just find an amazing trick-taking potential in a minor suit.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I was just thinking, like we could make a grand slam in
diamonds or something. Right?
Yeah, that's why that's the advantage of bidding diamonds.
Well, I was going to say
by the way,
maybe one of the dream auctions is like you open a spade and it goes 3 clubs on your left. Partner bids 3 diamonds. Like okay. And
then they bid 4 clubs on your right. And then your partner's short in clubs. Yeah.
Right. So. But whatever. Well, let's jump back in. We're starting in a reasonable spot for us. We can climb out of this. What is this? Is that 17 with 6 hearts over there?
So Josh texted us a screenshot.
Oh my god! What was the percentage? 90.
He had 93.75%
in an 8-board tournament.
In one of these 8-board tournaments. So now it's like starting with a 40% board.
We can't do it.
We can't do it. All right.
We can't do it. So here, well, whatever. We're starting with a heart, and we're gonna see where.
We have 17. This is a really nice 17 count. Now we're considering our rebids.
Let's poll the audience here, actually, or let's just
Sure. No, you can ask what the audience wants to do.
We won't poll you, but just make your bid, folks. What do you want to do here? Some votes for 3 hearts. All right, looks like a clean sweep for 3 hearts. That makes a lot of sense with this hand.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're too strong for two hearts. That's the most
Clear.
important
Yep.
thing here. Is that two hearts would show a minimum opening hand with six hearts. So we three hearts would show 16 to 18 with six hearts. We're right in there. Our hand certainly qualifies for it. The other alternative, which I see Wolfhard brought up
Wolfhard.
there,
Yep. Two no
is
trump.
to kind of suppress our sixth heart and show our 18-19 balanced and bid two no trump. The problem with that route is that we'll never catch up and show our sixth heart after that.
And if
So
clubs are bad, we've just derailed our effort to find the best spot, really.
and it's just the thing is, as you see from the chat, it's abnormal.
Yes.
In that most
Yes.
people are going to be bidding three hearts. And so while Tuno Trump might work and have upside, it definitely has upside. If they lead a diamond against Tuno against 3-0,
Yeah.
3-0 could easily take as many tricks as hearts. But it's variance that we don't really need at this stage of the tournament.
And we
So
should
let's
trust
make
partner to kind of make the right bid when we make our call, and we're confident that we're in the right spot now. Four hearts, boom.
If we had a four-card minor, we could consider rebidding that minor. We often would rebid that minor rather than jumping, but we wouldn't jump shift with only 17 points. We don't have enough to force the game with 17.
Yep. And this looks like it's going to be club and then spade through.
Yeah, or well, unless they try to give their partner a club rough. It's funny. I was thinking like, how should we play the club? The problem is that the East knows that West doesn't have the jack.
Good.
So unless we play the jack, they're gonna know we have at least the jack left, no matter what.
And the reason is just for everyone thinking, what the heck's he talking about? We know that we lead top of touching honors, and the robot never gets this one wrong. So if they had jack 10, they would have led the jack. So we know that the East player will know where the jack is. So we can play low and not like give up information.
The king won't be like hiding anything.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And so, but there's no reason for us to play the jack. We actually want them to try to give a club rough. Although now that I just to stop and think about it, on a worst case scenario, it's going to go club rough, spade back over club. But I guess we have good enough hearts that that's not going to be an issue. So we'd rather they try to give their partner a club rough and fail. That's what we really. So we want to give them the impression that there is a club rough. So we play low from our hand. Don't false card the jack.
Yeah.
We just come on, club back. No. Wait. Before you play the king, I'm pretty sure. So we got to think about where we know the ace is offside, right? Yeah. They're not shifting to the queen of spades without the ace. So we want to think, who do we want on lead after this trick? I guess we don't know. It could be that West has 10, 9, 8, 5th of clubs, and we don't want them to give their partner a rough.
Sure.
Or it could be that East has the 5 clubs.
And
East would have given their partner a rough already.
That's the thing. They have the solution already. If they hold this trick, they just can fire a club through, and partner has.
So we play the king so that the second round of spades will go back to East jack.
Okay. West jack. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, no, spades are good.
Yeah, we're fine now. We can just not. Yeah, exactly. Over a fin claim. There was nothing to that hand. That's going to be one of the flattest hands of the day.
60.7. Yeah, somebody probably did something weird in the bidding or something on this one. Or they just went down in hearts, okay? Everybody in the same spot. Not surprising.
How did they go down?
I'm okay without analyzing that one.
I'm just wondering
I don't want to call anybody out on the live program there, but we did. We were tied for 7th, right? So we gained ground on one team there, and that was definitely that's a score that if you're having a 90% game, you hate that board because it's 60.
Nothing maximum. You can do. Well, yeah, we would have done something different on that board if we were going for 90.
So I'm going to start a poll on this one. I'm just going to ask what. Make your opening bid. It's going to be a fun discussion. And I'm going to give you 2 choices. 1 club or 1 heart, folks. Make your choice. This is always interesting because this is a hand that is, it's strong and it's strong in its shape, and it's, not necessarily super strong in its high cards. And some of the cards aren't amazingly placed on this one. King of Diamonds being a clear card that is like, how good is it? And here we'll have some probable difference of opinion. We have a little half and half right now in the choices, clubs and hearts.
Don't really blame either half.
Correct.
kind of have mixed emotions about this one. It could be right to go either way. So
And I'm gonna
yeah,
end the
so
poll now.
where do we fall? So we're almost 50-50.
Yep,
So there's
54 for
upsides to
clubs.
both. So when we're 6-5, we would love to open our 6-card suit all the time. In an ideal world, what we would do is we'd open our 6-card suit, and then we would bid our 5-card suit, and then we would bid our 5-card suit again. And by bidding our 5-card suit twice, partner will know that because we've opened clubs and then bid hearts twice, we'll be showing our 5th heart and therefore implying the 6th club. That's how you bid out a 6-5 hand.
Yep.
But the problem with these particular 2 suits is what happens when we open a club and our partner responds a spade. Are we strong enough to reverse to 2 hearts? And the answer is not really.
If the king of diamonds was in hearts, it's like,
absolutely,
yes, sir,
huge difference.
but
Huge difference
such
between
an
those
ugly
two.
card here.
So if it goes a club past a spade, if we're planning to open a club, you need to, if you are planning to open a club, you need to have the answer. What are you going to do after a club passes spade? Now, are you going to suppress your hearts and just rebid 2 clubs, or are you going to overbid the hand and reverse and send the hand all the way to the 3 level, possibly game, when partner has 8 or 9 points and no fit? And so I'm unwilling to reverse with this hand. So the question is, am I willing to suppress the hearts after a club passes spade? I think these hearts are just a little bit too good to not ever bid. So after going through that whole process, I would probably open 1 heart. I'm not, and just treat this hand like a 5-5 hand. And if I miss the clubs, it's not a big deal, but at least I will have gotten my hearts across. And also,
and if we find a fit relatively quickly, we have easier auctions now, right? When it goes a heart, something raise.
Mm-hmm. So let's open a heart, and if it works out that partner doesn't have a heart fit, it's probably not ideal, but
now we just
all right.
naturally.
So yeah, we bid our 2 clubs. Well, we've shown 5-5. Okay,
so it's the worst bid we possibly can imagine.
Well, then so this is another one that's worth talking about. Let's pull the audience again. What would you look there? I would give them
3 bids maybe.
Or 3 bids. Okay, I want pass.
Yep.
3 no trump, or 4 clubs.
Yep. I know what I'm choosing. This is a really interesting hand. And it's a classic misfit also. Right? We what you can know about misfits in general is they usually do not play well. They play particularly poorly in certain spots, for sure.
So partners, we showed hearts and clubs, and partners invited us in spades, right? 3 spades showed 11 or 12 points with 6 spades.
Cards,
if we bid 4 clubs, that's forcing. It's going to be, we're going to game. But remember, we're pretty unlimited. We're limited only by the fact that we didn't bid 3 clubs. So we could have up to 17 points.
18.
So 17 opposite 12 is obviously game. So if we have some very nice 17.55, we're going to bid 4 clubs naturally here, looking for slam maybe, right? Or the best game. So 4 clubs is just, it's not going to, if we knew 4 clubs was going to say, okay, I'll pass, we're going to play club,
right.
then maybe.
Absolutely.
But it's not what's going to happen. So we can't really afford to bid 4 clubs. And 3 no trump, these hands awfully. Just never play so well. When you have a singleton in your partner's suit, never mind our terrible diamond stopper.
Just ask one question. Will you love playing hearts from your hand the entire time? Will you enjoy that? Or no, you will not enjoy that on this hand. It's just like you can't play well in these spots for sure.
No, so that, I mean, it leaves us with only pass. We don't have enough for game. Let's cut the damage and stop low.
And stay as low. We might be too high already in these misfitting hands. And honestly, the audience gets this on the right side. I think 46%, which was the plurality here, are the passers. And then 4 clubs, and then 3 no trump gets the.
This hand's not close to a force bait, but I'm sorry, you just have nothing going for the hand. You don't have a fit. You have a minimum in values, and you have a wasted singleton king. So I would not be thinking about bidding game.
No trump would definitely be terrible. They made a good news, bad news lead for us, I suppose.
Well, All right, that was an interesting hand from partner. So if we'd opened a club, it would have gone past a spade like we thought. And I like to do this before I play a hand because I want to know what my goals are on the hand. Like what are other people going to be doing. So if we had opened a club, it would have gone past a spade, pass, and everybody who reversed with our hand is going to be in game because that hand's got 9 points and they won't let you stop below game with 9 points opposite or reverse. So we're doing better than all the people who reversed. But are we doing better than the people rebid 2 clubs? Maybe not. I don't know how what that north would do. That north has only got a North should have just bid 2 spades as it was after a heart. It has a spade past 2 gloves.
What do they do? But yeah, no, I agree with most of the people here. We should make the robot play this one, really, but we can't do that, unfortunately.
So we have like an unfortunate number of losers here. So those diamond losers are just pure losers, right? We're gonna
try to kind of rough one, but they're gonna spot that really quickly and just draw trump and play diamonds, right? So, and this queen of clubs does not bode well for the break of the suit, right?
No, it doesn't, unfortunately. So, and I think we're going to end up losing at least 3 diamonds, a heart, and a spade, and it looks like we might even have a club rough that might, or 2 or 3 that might be happening here. So
I mean, we probably want to draw trump and hope they don't cash all their diamonds. I mean, is that the only way we're going to kind of get them to make a mistake here?
Well, if we win the ace of clubs and play a spade or play a diamond, as you're saying, well, either one's going to get them to play trumps. But right. If we play a spade, if they duck it, we're just stuck in dummy. I guess that's not the end of the world. We just kind of bang clubs off the table and eventually try to throw a heart away on the 3rd club. The problem is the club's getting roughed.
Yeah.
They're going to duck the ace of spades. I don't think there's a lot that we can do. I mean, it feels like we win the ace of clubs and play diamonds that maybe they cash the ace of spades. That might help us.
Right. I mean, if we can shake a heart at some point, that's a win.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to.
I agree. This is.
Yeah, well, there it is. So, we can't get back to our hand. We could play ace of hearts.
King of clubs.
And they're gonna rough the club is the problem. Yeah, they didn't just lead queen.
Or if we duck the heart, they're gonna rough a club.
They're gonna give a club rough, and that's
and then maybe just fire a spade at that point.
I feel like that we're only upping our risk by ducking the heart. I think only bad things can happen. So we can win it and play. We can. Yeah. Okay, so now we play the jack of clubs, pitching a heart.
Yep. Now they're otherwise. So that's going to be a couple diamond tricks there. We need to rough high here. We played 2 rounds of hearts. 1 round of hearts.
There's only been 1 round of hearts played, so we have to weigh 2 risks, right? So one of 2 things can happen to us now. Bad. If we rough low, we might get over roughed, and that's going to happen when the hearts are 5-1.
Mm-hmm.
They've already roughed 1 spade and played 2, so there are only 3 spades outstanding. So if we do decide to rough with the 10 on this trick and the spades are 2-1, we're fine. But if somebody's got 3 of them, then we're just going to lose a trick for no reason. It feels like it's 5-1 hearts is less likely.
Relatively evenly, right?
Yeah, I just think 5-1 hearts is less likely than the rest of it. So I think we have to rough low.
Magic.
Yeah. So all right, down 1. Didn't matter.
They were all those situations were winning for us. They're nice.
But really, when it comes down to a spot, you have to think what could go wrong, and then you weigh which one is more likely, and then you play for the one that's more likely. And we got a 32%.
Let's see.
So people made 3 spades.
2 spadesers. First of all, club, a spade, 2 clubs. They suppressed. There we go.
That worked out. That's a reasonable way to go. So I don't think the hand was strong enough to reverse. So if I opened a club, I would have suppressed my hearts. So
here's the spade play. Diamond. They cashed all their diamonons.
And then they played an extra diamond. So playing a spade first instead of a diamond worked out that way.
Yeah. Oh well.
Pretty random.
Yeah. Well, whatever. We're still doing fine. We're in 9th place. We're sub 50. You jinxed us at the beginning, Gavin, when you said, remember that time last year when we had that terrible game? Here it comes. Thank you.
I'm proud to jinx us.
I don't believe in that sort of
now I'm
garbage.
gonna unjinx us and,
All right.
and
So
as we march our way to
this is
victory.
so this is sometimes people are concerned about this sort of hand going diamonds and then clubs, but honestly, we have a really good hand anyway. We're gonna open a club here.
We have a good enough hand to reverse.
Yeah.
It's only 16, but it's a pretty good one.
Perfect.
And now
Make your bid,
even
folks.
better.
Make your bid. What do you do? Make your bid, folks. Club, a heart, a spade. What call do you make? Fire it into the chat. Krish, you're not allowed to have the exclamation point at the end of the double. That's too much information to partner, right? You can't do that like in old school. You remember? Did you play before bidding boxes, Gavin? Did you play bridge?
I was just starting right when bidding boxes were
Okay.
getting popularized.
So you weren't familiar with the double versus double. Oh my god! I cracked my monitor right there. Hang on, let me set this back up here, Gavin. All right, good enough. That the hammer was too big, right? So here, yeah, this is our support double, folks. 3 card support, and notice we have a very good hand, but we just double here. We're still unlimited in nature, right? So in this spot, we're just trying to tell partner we have 3 card support, and now it goes 2 spades back to us. Make your bid again, folks. What do you want to do now? Giving you 2 choices on this hand while I fix my monitor. See, Krish, good job. No exclamation point this time. The directors. Yeah, so we don't want to end this auction, right, Gavin?
We just have a much better hand than we could have. Our initial support double could just be like a balanced 12 count.
Yep.
But we have an unbalanced 16 count. We have a great hand. We could still make a slam, to be honest with you.
Yeah, especially if they have lots of spade cards over there. So there's our double. And now partner just bids 3 hearts and it goes 3 spades. So now what?
So did partner's 3 hearts show 5 hearts? And how much strength did our second double show? We already showed 15 to 22 total points. We actually have the way the robot counts points. We have 18 total points.
I mean, you want to bid 4 clubs, give it a chance, or you want to double 3 spades? What do you want to do here?
So I feel like we've already shown our hand.
Agreed.
So at this point, bidding again would be telling the same story twice. So if I was at the table, this would be a pretty routine pass for me.
Yep.
Because I've already done my job.
And partner could have very, very little on these auctions, right? We forced them to bid a second time. Their 1 heart bid didn't show much, so.
I don't see what we can do without the robot going crazy. Like we basically would be bidding 4 hearts all by ourselves, which I guess is not like, look, we don't have many losers, right? So
yeah.
the idea we could make 4 hearts, but I hate bidding the same hand.
You hate throwing a dart with a blindfold on, basically. So we'll pass. And maybe we go plus 200, or maybe partner bids again there, but they did not. And now our lead looks pretty straightforward. Right?
Yeah, it is.
We're going to set up our tricks if we can.
8 of diamonds over there from partner.
Yep.
High-low probably from even number, but who knows?
And let's just take a look. Dummy has an 8 count, and we
did 3 hearts 16. Promise 5 hearts?
No, it said 4 plus hearts.
Okay.
It did not promise 5.
Queen of spades, that is, and 10 of spades. Okay, that's all very interesting. So that means Declare's got ace-6 of spades. We're gonna need to keep our clubs, I think. Is it possible? Oh, is it possible Declare has a stiff club? No, they would have played a club up already if they had a stiff club. So we're gonna be able to safely duck a club. Declare is 6-2. 3-2 probably. It would be very nice to know how many clubs partner has, so we know how many clubs to duck. Partner's gonna win this. Probably play a heart. Can Declare have 4 clubs, 6 spades? Well, that's what we have to decide whether we have to keep our clubs or not. If Declare has 4 clubs, we need to protect our 4 clubs. It doesn't seem like that's really realistic.
I think Declare could have 3 hearts also on this one as well. Still. Yeah,
I'm just like, normally we would pitch a club, right? I'm just wondering if that club pitch could possibly be a 4th-round stopper. That would mean declarer's got 6 spades, 4 clubs, and partner would. That means partner's like got a pretty good hand over there and probably should have bid 4 hearts. I think we can safely throw a club, and hopefully partner plays a heart, and that's going to make it a little easier for us.
Unfortunately,
see the problem with this diamond back is we just have no idea now whether to duck or win the club.
Yeah,
we're gonna get end played.
Exactly. We're gonna probably want to lead a club. I mean, a low club or something. I don't know. This is a brutal play by partner.
Yeah, it really sucks that partner didn't play a heart.
Because
that means they probably have the king of hearts. No, I mean
not with the robots.
Well, they responded to our opening bid with queen jack of spades. Yeah, what do they have? The jack of hearts, jack of clubs?
And they queen jack third, and they chose hearts. So either they could be 5-3-3-2 with just that 6 count, basically. Right? They don't have any points in diamonds. They have at most the jack of clubs. So yeah, it sounds like they do have to have the king of hearts, right?
They probably have the king of hearts. I don't see a way we can avoid having to break hearts because we're eventually going to get end play. We can play the queen. Yeah, we can. It doesn't matter the order we do things. Yeah. It doesn't look good with that too.
All right.
Okay.
Sweet. All right. So he did have 5 hearts. So.
Okay. Ace of clubs, queen of diamonds. There's no downside here.
We're just either getting these tricks or we're not. And
all right. So they were 2 down.
Boom, boom. Plus 200.
Partner could have maybe taken a piece of 3 spades because they had a trump trick. We got top anyway.
We'll take it. Though. 96.4 is pretty darn good. And let's see what the positioning is first. Okay, we hop up to 5th with this score. And let's just see other players. And there's the aggression, right? There's the aggression. Too much. Oh, they forgot to make a support double, first of all. That's a problem. Yeah, so you do not want to raise hearts directly because you're showing the wrong sort of hand here. So we make a normal support double. You do well. Here, I think, did everybody forget to make a support double?
Wow, nobody made a support double. That's amazing.
All right, I will link a lesson on support doubles to this particular film, folks. Yeah,
that's amazing. I've never seen anything like that.
There was
not a single support double. That's us.
Wow. Okay. All right. Know the robot system, folks. Know that robot. I don't think the robot can bid game on this one, especially with queen jack 10 of spades, right? They have a 4 count essentially or 5 count on this one, right? So you can't blame them.
Yeah, and we're like as it was, like look at it was. We were just down, right? You're off 2 clubs, a spade, and a diamond. It's pretty. Plus, you still have to negotiate getting rid of those spades.
See, we know our audience would have gotten this right, and that's why we know our audience is here watching. So none of you guys were playing in this one. So here, you guys would have nailed that support double for sure. You did in the chat. Well done, folks. And interesting. 18.
I'm just gonna say, if there's time to make a comeback, we're playing against an entire field that doesn't
know how to make a support double. Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. So these 4 pairs.
It's not the worst case.
Let's do this. Let's straight down the middle.
Oh, Babs, thank you so much for that super chat there. Appreciate that. I mean, whatever. We're gonna be normal here. We're gonna open a spade. We don't in this situation. We don't have to do anything weird, right? And now it goes 2 spades, 4 spades.
Well, we have 18. Partner showed 6 to 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean.
They do know how to make the old bad raise bid as well. I've seen them do that.
Even by past hands, they do that because they don't play forcing no trump. Yeah. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Were you going to try to? Did you want?
I was thinking maybe bid hearts because if partner raises to 4 hearts, we're probably going to be happy. But okay.
This will be fun.
Well. We got some good stuff over there, and we got some bad stuff over there. That queen of clubs was not much help to us, but the jack of diamonds was a little bit useless. But we've got that heart queen doubleton, so we have to avoid losing 2 hearts and 2 spades.
Yep.
I think we should be able to manage that by winning a diamond in our hand and start roughing our hearts and dummy. Yeah, heart towards the queen.
You want to win the ace in our hand?
Where do we gonna need our? Yeah, we can. What do we want them to do when they get in with the ace of hearts? If it's lefty, because if we win the ace, it's going to leave open the possibility that East has the queen.
Sure.
If we win the queen, it's going to be pretty clear to everybody what's going on. So, yeah, I don't think it's bad for us if they keep playing diamonds later. So heart to the queen.
Hope they hop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
That's going to give us some extra chances here. Um, heart back,
Wow,
perfect.
clearing.
So now we can play a spade up right now. We only need to rough one heart now.
Yep.
So spade up, king. Okay.
Not the best.
Okay, well, whatever. It was the 9 of spades came on that trick. What happened there? It went 9, so we're missing.
Wrong spot there. 2, 9, king, ace.
Okay, so the question
Well,
would
the
be,
10
so
could be doubleton.
it could be Jack 10 9 fourth. Could it be? No. Would they have split with Jack 10 9 fourth?
Maybe. That would be a robot-y type thing.
Well, why don't we win the Jack of diamonds on the board and lead the 8 of spades and see what happens.
See if they cover.
Yeah, whatever. If they don't cover, we'll go up queen of spades, and
we still have to rough that heart too, right?
We have to rough that heart, exactly. But we might as well. Okay, Jack.
You sure?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you can. Yeah. So now 8 of spades. Cover.
Yeah. Okay.
Queen.
Okay.
Okay. So now it doesn't matter. Now we just rough that 9 of hearts, and
we're losing the 10 of spades.
We have a high spade loser, exactly.
Yep. And I'm not going to risk or tempt fate like I did on the last one here. 67.9. That's probably a tied for top, I would guess. Let's find out. There's the other tables. Yeah. Okay. So tied for top with a field. We stay 5th, so that means everyone else kind of gobbled up the same stuff, or we got a little closer. But there it is. Some people making, some people going down.
Whole key to that hand was just making sure that you rough your losers in the short-hand. You know, that's something you need to double check on every trump fit hand.
Always look out for the shortness in the side suit and relatively short trump. If you draw trump and you're going to be out on the dummy, get your work done first. Absolutely correct.
Yeah, if you it's easy to look at that heart suit and say, oh, I only have one loser. Not realizing that if you draw trumps, you actually have many heart losers.
Yeah, it's funny.
Three of them.
If they duck the heart, we're going to get it right anyway, because we're probably just going to play a low heart to the 6 or 9, and it's going to go ace, and we're going to get the same kind of windfall on this one.
Well, it definitely helped our timing that they went up with the ace, because
Sure.
what ended up happening was we ended up getting able to use that queen of hearts entry to play a spade towards our hand, which was very helpful. Like, it was nice that because when they went up, if they played low, our next play would have been to play a low heart. We couldn't afford to play a spade immediately, because we'd be running behind on the timing of being able to rough the hearts in the short end. If we had to do the heart work before we started trumps.
Absolutely.
The fact that they popped up with the ace of hearts gave us the flexibility of starting trumps, because we now knew we only needed to rough one heart in dummy as opposed to roughing 2 hearts in dummy, which it looked like when it started. The whole goal when we started the hand, it looked like we were going to play heart to the queen. It was possibly going to lose to the ace, and then we were going to need to rough the 9 and the 6 of hearts. So we had to do all that before ever touching trumps. If we played trumps once before we dealt with the hearts, then they can just play 3 rounds of trumps, and eventually we would just have whatever heart losers we have. So, but then, with the ace of hearts popping up, it made our lives very, very easy.
Well, and we're trending positively now. This is kind of how I think this maybe the last time you and I played together, we kind of had a few bad scores, and then we just crushed it, and that's what we're looking for here. 5-5s, we know how to bid those. We bid the higher ranking suit, and we'll try to bid hearts twice if given the opportunity. And here's our first time.
Okay,
do you wanna, now we have an interesting choice here.
Yeah, we're backed up against the wall a little here. So we've only shown 5 spades and 4 hearts. So we have 2 things that would be nice to tell partner about. One is our 5th heart.
Yep.
And the other is we have a stopper in the last suit, which is something partner might be worried about when they're thinking about bidding 3 no trump. But I feel like we have to show our 5th heart, because we're not like crossing out 3 no trump by bidding 3 hearts. It's possible if we bid 3 hearts that when a partner might just bid 3 no themselves. B,
they have a 3 spade.
If they could bid 3 spades to leave open the possibility of 3 no trump. But I just want to talk about this auction for 1 second. This is something that I see an error that people make very frequently in 2-over-1 auctions. 1 spade, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts. That north hand over there, there's not a really big incentive to rebid your diamonds. If you have a hand up there with north that has 6 diamonds and a club stopper, you're usually going to be better off just bidding 2 no trump, because that's going to clarify everything that, hey, no trumps isn't going to be a problem. Well, by bidding 3 diamonds, you're really sending a message that no trumps is a little scary,
Yep.
as well. So even like when I play with my expert partners, I would think 3 diamonds shows a little bit of either really extra distribution or no club
Or
stopper,
club problems, yeah.
but even with those hands, we would bid 3 clubs. But the last thing is that it usually more like a slammy type of hand that would bid 3 diamonds.
Got it. Like lots of extra values in shape there. And Mark, I don't know if I thanked you for the super chat, but thanks a lot, bud. So we've decided on 3 hearts.
3 hearts.
Here, and it's just the robot is particularly, well, I don't want to say bad, but not great in these situations of avoiding of kind of going past 3 no trump.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I think when we bid,
so are many humans.
Okay. Yeah, no, for sure. But we get a nice 4 heart bid here.
Perfect.
We don't want to do anything else at this point.
No, we might make a slam, but we have 14 points and.
Oh, okay, partner had a pretty good hand.
A good hand, but a lot of useless points for us.
Well, I mean, we might be able to use a little bit of that. Only 1 card though. No, the pitch doesn't do us any good, does it?
Well, we have two pitches eventually, like with the ace queen of spades, to throw 2 clubs from dummy, but
then we have to put a diamond out there to be able to transport back to our hand.
Yeah, or try to sneak a club, which they'll just never let happen. They're gonna basically, if we play the spade and then we play a diamond, they're gonna win it and they're gonna cash the club immediately.
Yeah, because they can see that diamond suit over there, and now we've lost an entry.
But wait, but what? So what about? Hold on a second. No, what about winning the spade and playing a heart to the jack right away? And now if that wins. Now we can play ace queen of spades throwing the clubs and just lead a diamond.
Sure.
That might be.
That's actually good because then whatever the worst case is, they cash, and if they don't, we just have them in that spot.
They're gonna cash the moment they get in. They're taking that club. They know because the king of spades is gonna win, right? So they're gonna know we have at least the ace of spades as a possible discard for dummy. So. Yeah, I mean, let's start by playing king of spades, heart to the jack. That seems like a good place to start. Okay, so now ace of clubs is almost okay. That was an interesting development. So we can play. We is getting a little complicated. Yeah, so if we win the 9 of hearts,
we can't win it, right? The 10 is still.
We're gonna play the 9 of hearts. So play the 9 of hearts and see if it wins. Okay, so now we win the ace of hearts, and I feel like we have to. So we could play ace. The problem is if we play ace queen of spades, first of all, that might get roughed.
Yeah,
they did lead a spade, which is really weird. They didn't really talk about that. This is not a spade lead type of auction. When declarer shows 5-5 in the majors and dummy shows a really good 6-card diamond suit, this is like
settles on a heart suit.
The telegraphed club lead of all time. Like you lead a club no matter what you're holding.
Your tricks might be going by.
Yeah, this is goodnight club tricks. Exactly. Like they're so lucky that they.
That is the name of my first book. I think I'm gonna call it that.
Good night club tricks. Yeah. So I feel like we're if we play diamond and they don't clue in and cash. I mean, they're obviously gonna clue in and cash the aces. But
this is our only chance at.
The alternative is ace queen of spades throwing our clubs, but then if the queen of spades gets roughed, we're just screwed. And even if it doesn't, the only way that we're still not home, because now even if we played ace queen of spades throwing both our clubs and they hold, when we go to play a diamond when we go to play a diamond, they can win and play a club, and it puts us in a very uncomfortable spot. So I feel like let's just play our diamond and avoid traps on this hand. They're going to play a club now because they're smart robots near the end of the hand.
They certainly are. Doesn't matter where we win this.
Oh, not that smart. Thank you, robots. That is so weird.
We can just draw trump and claim, right?
We
have a claim.
Hard over. What was that?
What the heck happened? Well, it's just like tennis, Gavin. The whole thing in tennis is keep getting that ball back, and sometimes good things will happen.
I think that I just called them smart robots. I think that I've discovered the trick. You gotta butter them up.
Second jinx of the day, a little bit.
No, you just butter them up.
Yeah, you fluff their feathers a little bit, and now
then they went to their head.
This is let that be a lesson to you. Don't get too high on your own capabilities there. So they just led low from their ace jack 10 4th at that point. That is amazing.
Well, that's just the whole thing. The lead. Just look at the lead. Can we back up to
Yeah, no, here it
the
is.
full hand?
There
Like
it is. This
your
Jack
opponents on
fourth
your
also. Holy
yeah,
cow.
Jack fourth of spades. Like this is so bad. It is really
Yeah,
so bad. I know. Look, the thing about that hand is they know their partner has nothing, right? Their
sure.
opponents have had a
Yeah,
two over one auction,
and they have a
so
13 count.
I guess I do see the merit. Now I'm backing up a
But the
step.
Jack of clubs, they can't have the king
No,
of
that
clubs.
part
Like,
is
come
over.
on.
That part is ridiculous. Playing the Jack of Clubs was absolutely out of this world bad. But I'm talking about the opening lead. That is an opening lead problem because they know that East is sorry. Their right hand opponent is 5-5 in the majors. This spade is still not the right lead. It's still got to be right to lead the ace of clubs.
Yeah. Well, whatever. They helped us out there. They scooped us up to second place, and see, it is true. You get more with honey. You're a robot basher historically, and I think you've just learned an important lesson, Gavin. Like you now you figured out you're gonna crush those NABC robot nationals from now on.
I will not be labeled as a robot basher. I think that is a harsh statement. that I've had my moments of loving them and moments of hating them, like every normal human being.
Yes, yeah. Can I? I'm gonna predict the auction. Are you ready? We're gonna bid 2 no trump.
Oh no!
And they're gonna bid 3 spades showing shortness.
So this robot convention. This I do complain about because this has nothing to do with the robots and everything to do with the programmers playing a system that is not part of normal human society.
Yeah. This is I've seen this auction about 8,000 times, and
the partners showed both minors and spade shortness. We still have a heart problem. This is great.
We're still going to bid 3 no though.
Yeah, what are we going to do?
They've kind of, this is the type of auction why this is so poor, because it just chews up room for these silly
and tells them what to lead. But interesting. So we could duck this lead. Will that help us to duck it?
I love it because they are almost always going to continue, and even if they continue anything else, how many tricks do we have? We have 6 diamonds and 3 spades is 9 and a heart is 10. Yeah.
If we duck the spade, that'll get us to 11. And then we can't really get to 12. So yeah, I mean, alternatively, wait, before you duck it.
Yeah, I won't do anything.
We could just
they're winning here.
We could just win it and play a club to the king.
Sure, and then maybe they play spade themselves. But now we might lose 3 tricks, right?
No, we would never have found, just for
two.
what it's worth, a normal auction with this hand, with that north hand, would be to transfer to diamonds and show your spade shortness. That would be how.
Yeah.
So, and if my partner transferred to diamons and showed spade shortness, I would say, okay, thank you, 3 no trump, because I have ace king queen of their singleton, yeah. And so we would still be in 3 no trump even if playing a more modern normal system. So, yes. All right, so
slamming diamonds doesn't look great with the club position.
There's no reason for us to start the diamonds yet, but if we duck. I think duck is more likely. Is spades 4-3 more likely than one of 2 finesses and clubs? The thing is, if we win the spade and play club to the king, we're not at risking clubs by any means.
Sure.
But if they play back a heart rather than a spade, then we're going to not have a second chance in the club suit. Whereas if we just duck this trick, if spades are 4-3, we're going to take an extra trick. And if they're not 4-3, we might still get to play the club to the king.
Right.
So duck and then win the ace.
Yeah.
And I would pitch a heart when
no, it doesn't matter.
Wow, they played back a heart. Okay. Yeah. Well,
I hope diamonds aren't 5-0.
Well, yeah, if diamonds are 5-0, that would really suck for sure.
So we'll play the 9.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we should duck this though.
No.
No. Now we can press the trick. Sorry.
We have to try to take as many tricks as we can at this stage. Hope that the spades are.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Oh man, we went from making to going down now.
That was pretty disappointing. 5-0 diamonds. I mean, that's just bad luck. What are you gonna do? No, I don't think so either, unfortunately. Okay, well, bang them. What are you gonna do? Spade, pitch a club. Spade, pitch a heart. No, they're not breaking.
I mean, diamond and then exit.
No, did they pitch a spade? We just saw the 8 of spades. We've seen the 10 and the jack.
They haven't pitched. What did they pitch? I think they pitched a club on the diamond. Actually,
I still think we play the queen of spades now. I mean, okay. So we can throw a club from dummy, and take our ace jack 10 of diamonds and play a diamond. Ah, that sucks. That's just really bad luck, though. The diamonds being 5-0
Yeah, well,
was just kind of
we
like.
made the match point play. We're going for
I
our
think it
extra
was a clever
tricks,
play. Yeah.
right? So I mean, whatever. We can't make these plays successfully and do well and not have it go poorly once in a while. And unfortunately, it went poorly here. And still 64.3. So I guess we had equal problems at other tables. The thing is, the reason this is brutal for us is that we knew we could just rip off our winners right away, right? On this hand, on this opening lead, if we just win our spade, cash
We had 10 top tricks. Yeah.
yeah, cash the diamonds, and then lead to the ace of hearts after we cash our spades, we are taking 10 tricks. And there it is, folks. There is the person that took 10 tricks right off the
One
bat.
person. That's amazing.
And they're the only ones that did it. They must have said, how the heck did I get 100%?
100%. I just took my tricks.
I know. They're patting themselves on the back. No fluffing of feathers needed there. All right. Here we go. Last chance to excel. I mean, I think we have to overcall a no trump here just because, it's
Yeah, I mean, we're perfect 1-0 overcall. Perfectly happy. We're in range. We've got nice club stoppers. Yeah.
Probably playing 2 hearts or
Okay, that's not good. That we've now not shown our diamonds, unfortunately, because if partner does have a diamond fit, it's going to be very
well. Anything
much
we say here will be a lot of extras here.
Well, what is 3 diamonds would show what?
15 plus, but
it doesn't show 5 diamonds.
It says 2 to 5. I don't know.
That's yeah. Well, so we can't do that. That's just competing to our 3 level.
Partner might just bid 3 hearts there also.
Yeah, they will do it.
5 too. So we're playing 2 spades.
Yeah.
This might be okay for us though. Defensively, we're a little strong. That lead is not going to help us
and also
too much.
dummy just hit with 4-card spade support, okay. So we now know that we've got a diamond fit.
Yeah.
All right. This did not end incredibly well. So we have
do
how
many
points did 2 spades show? How many points did 2 spades show?
8-ish.
8 plus total points. So they have 1 for their doubleton heart, or maybe 2 for their singleton. The queen jack of spades could be 3, and the queen jack of diamonds could be 6. But they have the ace of clubs. So yeah, we want to not get end played here. So I think we go ace of spades, ace king of diamonds, and then just get out of our hand with a spade. Yeah,
I like it. And then maybe
we'll get our club at the end of the hand, and this was not good though. Defending 2 spades was an absolute disaster.
Yeah, of course. And well, it turns out overcalling 1 no trump.
Oh no! And we dropped partners doubled and queen. But maybe that didn't matter. Maybe yeah, they didn't take a heart finesse now, so they.
Okay, good.
What are you gonna do?
Well, we are unlikely to be victorious on this one.
No, we struggled here at the end.
And we'll wait for the other board. That was one of our worst boards in a while. Only 17. Wow, we had our chances.
And we only needed nothing. We needed nothing. Oh my god!
Everybody was coming towards.
But what could we have really done on this board? They were always entitled to this number of tricks.
Well, I guess it's the auction.
Unless partner led a club,
we can't. We're not finding anything, right? They're always playing spades on this hand.
No, but if we overcalled a diamond, yeah, they would always find spades. Yeah, so where did we lose our?
We're gonna find out. We're gonna give it a time. The update isn't here yet, but let's just go. I'm gonna flash back to our score screen. I mean, we were within 1%. We were within 1.4% of first, and look at how close it was. What a sick score there! Haven't seen that in a long time.
Oh man.
All right, yeah, here we go. Okay. All right. So making
the people that held it, how did they hold it? First of all, they overcalled the no trump. Oh, and they backed in. They passed partners transfer.
Yeah. So here it is. Here is probably, are these the diamond overcallers? So all of these are diamond overcallers, and there's where we're making 3. This one chose not to overcall. So let's look at one of these, Gavin. We see queen of diamond. Okay, that makes it a much easier hand to defend, right?
Because they can shift to a club. Is that what happened?
Exactly. Yeah. Game over.
Well, so a diamond would have got the queen of diamonds lead. That's a little random.
Yeah, but I mean, much easier to defend in that case. The
robot did all the work themselves for sure. I
And
feel pretty comfortable with our choices in this
I
game
do. I always
today.
do. Especially, now that you're here, it takes a lot of the pressure off. Playing solo is tougher than having two of us there for sure. But I mean, we'll take a solid fourth place. That could have been. I mean, honestly, it could have been first. It could have been like eighth. Also, it was a very tight range of scores here.
Well, yeah, if you look back at our boards, like the first board one was the only. I feel like it was we decided to rebid two diamonds, and those that
Yeah,
rebid two clubs or two spades
just
survived. I mean, that
got a
was just kind
much
of
better
completely
score. Yeah,
random.
exactly.
And the third board again, we made an educated decision to open a heart and rebid two clubs, and it turned out the ones who suppressed their hearts, their partner only rebid two spades instead of three spades.
It's hard to wanna suppress a 5 card major in any
Yeah.
situation. So.
So, and otherwise, I mean, what do we?
And
The
this
last two
was the one
boards
we,
were
we, we, we won for just making a normal support double, folks. So don't forget, it's a good bit to have in your arsenal. And then we went on a normal streak here. We had some very good scores.
yeah, on board seven. I was thinking on board seven that maybe we were supposed to win one round of spades and cash a diamond. Like it definitely. I didn't come out verbally. I'm like just to make sure the diamonds aren't 5-0. But so much of getting the most match points is
Is
not
making
worrying
those,
about the
yeah,
super extreme positions
right,
and
right.
like going for the over tricks because in reality,
Well,
ducking that spade was probably pretty percentage for us to get an extra trick. Although when it did
yeah,
go 10 low jack, maybe we could have reevaluated because that's a weird play for them
yeah,
to play the jack if it wasn't Jack Doubleton. And if
sure.
spades are 5-2 on this hand,
Maybe we
then
do have
there's
a
no
read.
advantage to ducking the spade. So maybe
Yeah.
that 10 low jack was enough of a clue for us to
Well, if we if
stop
we if
and
we had more reliable opponents that we could really say they're making a normal bridge play, we would know. But you're right. This is a play that is a normal bridge play for the robots, and we should maybe have drawn something from that. But in the audience poll, they opened one club. That's right.
Mhm.
It's true, 53%. JC, good call out. You're right. The audience did get it right on that board, at
Mhm.
least for the score purposes. But in general, I think we made the right tactical call, and
Mhm.
we'll stick with that.
I just actually don't understand what about our two club bid made the robot decide now their 9 count was worth a three bid versus the people who opened a club
This board we're talking about.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it just like what happened was the people who opened a club with our hand and rebid two clubs. Now the robot only bid two spades with their
Yeah.
9 count, whereas we showed 9 cards and two suits, so we were less likely to have a spade fit. But now the robot decided to jump to three spades. So I don't know what the logic is behind why. So yes,
So
the one
wait,
club
wait, wait.
bidders had
Whoa, whoa,
some.
whoa, whoa, whoa! You were fluffing the robot's feathers, and now let's not get into dark territory. Now let's not let's keep them happy. We that's one thing we did learn. Fluffing their feathers a little bit will produce good results. But
Yeah.
the last hand, sorry, one other thing, the 3-no hand. What we were saying here is very kind of long-termish and poker-like. If we see hands like this continually, and we make the same decisions on these sorts of things where we're at such a low percentage chance to go wrong, the extra effort is going to produce those big scores that we're so used to getting. And occasionally, that decision will produce a score like this. You have to be willing to take, a lesser score or a bad result in those offings just in the long term.
Was even get a bad score. Like that was kind of what everybody got. Although again, look
Yeah,
at the robots lead. Like what are they doing not leading the King of Hearts? I'm sorry, I can't help it. I
yeah,
can't help
yeah.
it.
I
I
know, I know.
just doesn't make sense to me. Like let me
Well, yeah,
lead the 10 of
JC, you're
spades.
right. In almost any situation, when you have a normal opening hand with all working cards, you want to open your 6-card suit. I would say that's 100%. However, this was not a really good opening hand. This was essentially like a 9 count with 6-5, right? Because that King of Diamonds is just not well placed. As we talked about, if we put that King somewhere else in the heart suit, or we take the Jack of Clubs and we see Ace King 6th and Ace Jack 5th, I think we would open a club and be confident reversing here, right, Gavin? If we had working cards,
It's just all about planning your rebid. There's no always do one way or the other. You can't
right?
say always bid the 6 card suit
Well,
first.
there's
You
no always
definitely
in bridge.
want to open the 6 card suit, but you really have to think about your rebid. You have to understand your rebid. Like that whole process we went through saying, well, if we open a club and it goes past and partner bids one spade, do we want to bid two hearts reverse? And if we rule that out, that's not an option. And then we say if it goes a club past a spade, and now if we bid two clubs, are we willing to suppress our hearts the answer was no to both of those questions. Now that made me feel like we have to open one heart and just suppress that sixth club. We're gonna lie about something on this hand, and to me, hiding the major is the biggest of evils of all. Like not showing the sixth club is not gonna be the end of the world.
Especially when we get to have the more normal progression where we get to big clubs at a lower level, right? So, and give it a situation like Gavin, you've seen this before, like a reasonable 9 count 6-5. You might open the major there also if you were 6-5.
Yeah, anytime I'm like, anytime I've got a decent
lead.
major suit.
Yes.
Anytime I've got a decent major suit that I'm unwilling to suppress. But if I have 5 spades and 6 clubs, I would open a club 100% of the time because
now you're going to get to clip off 1 spade pretty frequently there. Yeah.
You're not worried about the reverse, a club pass a diamond or a club pass a heart. You're going to bid a spade all the time. So it's specifically with suits that you can see are going to become a rebid problem. We were aware that there were 10 rippers there, Dave. We could have taken our 10 just off the top.
We talked about that, buddy.
We could even have taken a club finesse along the way and had a chance at 11 that way too. So, but not today.
We were going for it. All right, folks. Thank you so much. Happy New Year, belated New Year to everybody who we didn't get to see last week, and we'll see you next week. And don't forget, folks, just the programming note for the future for this season. We're going to start at 10 a.m. now. We're going to be 15 minutes earlier. So 10 a.m., set your clocks, and we'll see you there. Talk to me.
Also, I'm going to be starting to run back my duplicate games on Tuesdays at 3:30. It's free to play and free to come to the postmortem afterwards. So every Tuesday at 3:30, you can. It'll be more info at wolperbridge.com. I don't think there's anything up there yet, but I'm going to be doing that. So anybody who wants to play.
All right, another game option for sure. Absolutely, and we'll see you all next week. Take care, folks.